Hey, what is going on, everybody? You guys are tuned in to episode number 148 of the weekly Give and Go, brought to you by thehoopdoctors.com. Of course, I go by the name of Kevin Burke. Who would have ever thought J.R. Smith would be the talk of the NBA? I mean, the whole shoelace untying thing. The Shawn Marion episode, the first one, that was pretty funny. I got a good chuckle out of that one. That was pretty funny. But to do it again a few nights later, I guess after the coach told you not to, that's where it gets kind of gray. And I mean, it's not, J.R. Smith is not the first player in the league to untie someone's shoe. Larry Bird did it. It has happened. Not, we live in the Twitter world, the Twitter age, so things like this become magnified, 1,000-fold. But the funny thing about JR is that despite all of the antics and the off-the-court things, that all the distractions that he brings, he's the same player, the same guy that he was last year where he won Sixth Man of the Year. He's the same guy, the same player. He took the same bad shots. They were just falling for whatever reason. So I don't know if it's a loss of focus or what it is, but his style of play, what he's doing on the court, is the same exact thing he was doing last year, just different results. Shot selection, questionable last year, questionable this year again, but they're falling. I don't know what it is. Like I said, focus. I don't know what. Sixth Man of the Year, not the same luck this year. Now, of course, the Knicks are trying to trade him, reportedly. I mean, good luck with that. You just gave him new money. I mean, the ink is not even dry on that new contract you just gave him, so you're stuck with him. Woodson, I think Woodson will last the remainder of the season. Those two guys, JR and Woodson, reportedly got into a shouting match, which also led to another benching for JR. It's an ugly situation with the Knicks and JR, but you're stuck with him. You can't. He's too good to leave him on the bench, but he's too much of a knucklehead and he has too much baggage for you to trade him. So I don't know what you're gonna do. I like what Danny Ainge is doing over there in Boston. I love what they did this year. They made Jordan Crawford appear to be a star, a superstar, average about 14 points, having one of the best years of his career, the best year of his career. They just made him front and center, made him look great so that they could dump him for some more picks. Oh, and by the way, Joel Anthony, who has championship pedigree from the Miami Heat. Jordan Crawford, as you know, what I'm talking about, he went to Golden State along with Marshawn Brooks. Again, the Celtics got back some more draft picks. I think the Celtics, I have to double check, I think the Boston Celtics have every single pick in the first round for this coming draft and next year. I'm not sure, but I have to double check. I mean, they are set up pretty nicely for what's going to happen in the future with that team. Again, Danny Ainge, by way of all the trades that they've done over the past couple of years, or rather the past year, they got a bunch of picks coming in. They're going to be good, especially with this loaded draft class. A lot of those underclassmen will be coming out. It just remains to be seen how early in the draft that the Celtics pick. So kudos to what they're doing over there, Danny Ainge. Bravo to you, man. And lastly, sticking in the Atlantic Division, the Sixers rookie center Nerlens Noel was medically cleared from his torn ACL that he sustained in his only year at Kentucky last season. Listen, for the love of God, please do not play Nerlens Noel this year. Just keep him on the bench, keep him on ice for a couple of reasons. One, you want to tank, you want to lose. He might actually be a deterrent to that. He may actually cause you to win a couple of games. Secondly, you know how young players think. All young players want to win Rookie of the Year. If you play him now, this will be effectively his rookie season, and he has no chance of winning that award. Next year, if he plays and he sits out this year, he may have a shot at winning Rookie of the Year. The same thing happened with Blake Griffin. If you remember, he didn't play his first year at all. his second year, which was his rookie season. If you get where I'm going with this, then he won Rookie of the Year, much to the chagrin of John Wall, who was a true rookie, if you will, who didn't win it and came runner-up. But keeping Orlando on ice, what are you going to rush him back for? You want to tank, you want to lose games. That's not going to help. Folks, that's all I got. That's podcast number 148 in the books. I will check you out next week. Be good.